Hi everyone. So let's do the textbook exercises of Ashraf's invention today. These are the quick answers from page 46. The first question says, main characters are the central or important characters in a story. Supporting characters are the less important characters. Who are the supporting characters in the story? Can you guess who they are? So here's the answer. The supporting characters are Ada, the bus driver, remember? Simon, and a horde of children, a group of children. And then you have this graphic organizer. The second question in your textbook, use this tree graphic organizer to describe Ashraf's plane. Now, I hope you all remember what Ashraf's plane was actually like. Was it an actual plane? Or was he using something else? It was a tree, I hope you remember. So let's try and describe that plane that Ashraf invented. What did he use as tables for snacks? What were the wings of the plane? The seats that he had organized for himself and his friends? And the body of the plane, what was that like? Let's start with the tables for snacks. What did he use as tables for snacks? Round hats. And what were the wings for the plane? Branches of the tree. And the seats were purple cushions. And what about the body of the plane? The trunk of the tree, obviously, isn't it? And then you have some reference to context questions. The text is given and you have 3 questions each. So the first one, that is numbered as 3, the first reference to context question is this. Why did you have to go and do that? Ashraf stormed off, clearly upset. And you have 3 questions to answer based on that line. How had Ashraf been feeling at the beginning of the first break? When the break just began. The second one, B, who was Ashraf speaking to when he said the above words? And what had this person done? And the third question, what did the listener say to Ashraf in reply? So that is how you do reference to context questions. A line is given to you, and in reference to that line or lines, you have to answer questions. The questions may be directly related to the line given to you, or it may be indirectly related to that line or lines. So what you need to do is know the text very well so that you can answer any question that you get. So coming back to the main point, like I always say, if you want to do well in English literature, you need to read the text over and over again. So let's see if you can do the first question. How had Ashraf been feeling at the beginning of the first break? Ashraf had been feeling excited at the beginning of the first break. The second question, who was Ashraf speaking to? Ashraf was speaking to Segan. And what had this person done? What had Segan done to upset him? Segan had told Simon about Ashraf's new invention. What did the listener say to Ashraf in reply? Segan apologized to Ashraf. He said sorry and said that many of his experiments and inventions had not worked out in the past. Hence, he was doubting the present invention as well. Let's move on to the next question that we have. The fourth one, the second reference to context question in your textbook. Hey, steady on or we will all fall off the tree, Eugene warned. And here are the questions for you. Who else was on the tree with Eugene? What is a warning? What made Eugene give this warning? And what did Segan say in reply to this warning? Let's see if you got the answers right. So the first answer, who else was on the tree with Eugene? Ashraf and Segun were on the tree with Eugene. Three musketeers, remember? The second question, what is a warning? A warning is a statement that makes people aware that something might happen and prepares them for it. The boys may have been shaking too much, so Eugene was afraid they might lose their balance and fall off the tree. What did Segun say in reply to this warning? Segun said that if they lost their balance, Ashraf would have to invent an instant parachute to save them. And on that note, the lesson ends. A little bit of humor at the end. I hope you found this lesson useful. We'll meet again very soon. Until then, do take care of yourselves. Bye.